Hi everyone, I am mid-40s software engineer working in tech for the last 20 to 25 years. From early 2003 to early 2005, lived two parallel realities. Reality number one, tech industry mass layoffs, thousands of engineers losing their jobs every month, and my company doing multiple rounds of cuts. Reality two, I was on dialysis 3 times a week fighting to stay alive, and somehow I had to keep both realities going at the same time. This is what it looked like. On Monday morning at around 6 a.m., it was dialysis day. I was at a dialysis center. They hooked me up to the machine. 4 hours of sitting while my blood filters through tubes because my kidneys don't work anymore. And I'm on my laptop checking Slack, responding to emails, pretending everything is normal. 7:30 a.m. Meeting invite pops up for 9 a.m. Org restructure announcement, it said. I know what that means. Layoffs. I sit there watching my blood go through these tubes, wondering if this is the round that cuts me. 10 a.m. I'm still at dialysis. I joined the video call from my phone, camera off obviously. We are making some difficult decisions to align with our strategic priorities, they said. I watched names disappear from Slack. People I worked with gone. Then comes 10:30. My dialysis is done. I'm exhausted. Brain is foggy. But I somehow survived this round. I go home, log on, pretending I was fine. Now that was Monday. Now the routine. The routine that let me tell you what my weekly routine looked like for the next 2 years. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 a.m. I used to go to the dialysis center. 10 a.m. Finish dialysis, completely drained. Around 11 a.m. log on to work, pretend I'm productive. All day, brain fog, exhaustion, trying to keep up. Check Slack obsessively for signs of layoffs. Tuesday and Thursday, wake up, still tired from dialysis yesterday. Try to be productive because those were my good days. Dread the dialysis coming tomorrow. Again, check Slack obsessively for signs of layoff. Every day, layoffs happening somewhere in the industry, layoffs happening somewhere in my company, wondering when it's my next turn. And this went on for 2 years. The layoffs that kept coming. The first big wave was early 2023. Oh, everyone thought that was a deep cut. That's it. But then another round, and another one, and another one, right? Every few months, more people gone. And I'm sitting in that dialysis chair reading the news thinking, I am next. This time it's me. Because who wouldn't I be? I am taking time off for medical appointments, slower than I used to be, brain fog making everything harder, not putting in the extra hours like healthy people. I was the perfect person to cut. But round after round, I survived. And every time, instead of relief, I just felt numb because I knew another round was coming and it always did. Here's what nobody tells you about what's working on dialysis or with a major health condition. You have to pretend that you're fine. If people know you're struggling, you become a target, especially during layoffs. So I'd finished dialysis at 10 a.m., feeling like absolute garbage, and log on to meetings like everything was normal. Hey team, how's everybody doing? Meanwhile, I can barely follow the conversation because my brain is moving through mud. Yeah, I can take that on. Meanwhile, I know it's going to take me 3 times longer than it should because I'm exhausted and foggy. Sounds good, let's do it. Meanwhile, I'm wondering if this is the last project I'll work on before they cut me. Every day was a performance. And the exhausting part wasn't the work, it was the pretending. Now, there were some very surreal moments throughout these 2 years, and I'm still not able to process them. Moment 1, the Slack message. I'm at dialysis watching my blood filter through the tubes. Slack notification. John has been deactivated. John sat 3 desks from me, 12 years in the company, great engineer, gone. While I'm sitting there with needles in my arm thinking, why him and not me? I should have been an obvious choice. Moment 2, the team hands on. I know this has been a difficult time with all the changes, but we need everyone to step up and do more with less, they said. Me, just came back from dialysis, can barely think straight. Yeah, absolutely, I'm ready to step up. Moment 3, the perf review. My manager, you're doing great work, but we need to see more initiative. Me, thinking about the 12 hours per week I spend at dialysis. Understood, I said. I'll work on that. These moments are burnt into my brain. Not traumatic in the dramatic sense, but surreal, quite insane, I must say. Now, what kept me going? People ask, how did you do it? How did you keep working through all that? The answer isn't inspiring, it's just honest. I didn't have a choice. If I quit, I will lose the health insurance. If I lose health insurance, I don't know if I could afford dialysis. If I can't afford dialysis, I die. That's it. That's the whole reason. Not passion for work, no dedication to the company, no career ambition yet, just survival. I kept going to dialysis because I had to. And I kept going to work because I had to. I kept pretending I was fine because I had to. That's not strength, that's just not having any other option. The people who got laid off weren't all bad employees. Some were great engineers, some had gotten promoted, some had been there for 15 years. I watched people who were better than me get cut. It's all luck. That's all. There's no logic to layoffs. It's spreadsheets and budgets and decisions made in conference rooms by people who don't know what you're going through. You can be the best engineer on the team and still get cut. You can be on dialysis, underperforming, barely hanging on, and could still survive. It's random, and that's terrifying. There were some moments I almost couldn't do it anymore. For example, when I had too much brain fog. I was in a meeting, people were talking about technical problems. I should be able to solve this. It's literally what I'm good at. But I can't because the brain just wouldn't work. The words make sense individually, but not together. I say nothing, I let somebody else solve that problem. Now, moment 2, dialysis complications. I had to stop a session early because of some complications with my blood pressure, so I felt even worse than usual. I had a deadline that day, a deliverable my team was waiting on. I go home, I try to work, I can't, brain just won't function. And the weekend layoff announcement, news broke on Monday early morning. There was another layoff starting Monday. The whole weekend I was anxious because the news actually broke a bit early than expected. Can't relax, can't stop thinking about it, and I have dialysis Monday morning. The weekend I almost broke. What dialysis taught me about layoff is you can't control layoffs. Your health is not your employer's problem. They don't care that you're on dialysis. They care about deliverables. That's it. You're competing with people who aren't sick. Survival isn't heroic. It's just what you have to do because you don't have a choice. The system is broken because your health insurance is tied to your company. Now, thankfully, in 2025 early, I got a cadaver kidney transplant. I am off dialysis now. I'm healthier. I'm recovering. And you know what I think about? Those 2 years going to dialysis while layoffs happened all around me. Surviving rounds I should have been cut in. I'm still processing what it all means. Was I lucky to keep my job? Or was I unlucky to have to keep working while being sick? I don't know. Both probably. So, for all the people out there, this should be a story about survival, because I survived those 2 years and you will survive too. So just take care of yourself however you can, and see you next time. Thank you.